Hey guys, welcome to my video about the neighborhood of NDG in Montreal. So as you can see on the left side, we had one of our major grocery stores that we call Provigo. Now we can see we have a drugstore called Pharmaprix. It's called Pharmaprix only in the province of Quebec. So everywhere else, it's actually called Shoppers Drug Mart. So as we can see, Notre-Dame-de-Grâce or NDG is one of the most populous neighborhoods of Montreal. So it's where most people live. We can see here we have a pretty big building here. We have a few stores on the sides, so you can see a young gentleman driving a scooter here. If you look on your right, you would have seen there's also quite a few 7-Eleven type of stores. We call them depeners. We have this is Sherbrooke Street. It's one of the major streets of Montreal. Right now, there's a person trying to enter uh, a grocery store that's called Akhavan. It's Iranian store. So you can see here there's a few new buildings, a few businesses. So you can see we have a bank here, we have a TD Bank. Um, we also have quite a few different types of restaurants. There's some Chinese restaurants. We also have some Indian restaurants. One of the Indian restaurants has quite good butter chicken. It's not spicy at all, so it's very nice. So you can see we also have a laundromat here, not too far. As you guys can see, we also have houses. There's also on your left side that we've just passed, there was a store called Jean Coutu, which is also a pharmacy. But in that particular pharmacy, you can also get your passport photos or visa photos if those are needed. On your left side right now, you can see there's the Esposito supermarket. It's a supermarket where European things are sold there. So we're still on Sherbrooke Street. So as you can see, this is the main street of NDG. Um, there's a bus that passes by here on this street, so it's pretty easy if you live in NDG. It's pretty easy to get access to the metro. So you take the 105 bus, and that bus can get you. The nice thing about that bus is that it passes by let's say every 5 to 7 minutes. So you don't have to wait a long time to get to the bus. And once you get on that bus, you can get to the metro, the Vendôme station. And once you get there, pretty much all of Montreal is accessible to you. So whether it's downtown or any other neighborhood, most people, I would say, a lot of people mainly work downtown, but not a lot of people reside downtown. So as you guys can see here, I'm trying to enter the highway. It takes a pretty long time because this particular corner on the carry here is quite crowded. So now we're going to be entering the highway. This highway tends to be, this entrance tends to be pretty crowded. Um, so right now we're on a weekend and there was still about 10 to 15 minutes of traffic to get to the entrance, and it gets a lot worse during rush hour during weekdays. So if you're a driver, try to avoid this area here. So Sorry about that. Yeah, so we're entering here. As you can see, the highway, we're entering the highway number 15. So the way it's designed is you have no choice but to enter, to merge onto a lane, because the lane you enter in uh, turns into nothing. As you can see, it just shrinks into nothingness. And we can see here that we go under a bridge in order to get out of the highway. So I didn't particularly need to use the highway for a very long period of time, so I will exit it. So when we exit the highway, we're still in the neighborhood of NDG. As you can see here, the highway is so crowded that although there's only space for one car in this lane, people tend to try to go on the right and on the left so that two cars can fit. So right here, for those who have lived in Montreal previously, you'll know that we're not very far away. We're on the Carey Street, and we're not very far away from one of the major metro stations called Villa Maria. Um, there are quite a few cars here, as you can see. So I had to cut the video a little bit because I was stuck in traffic for quite a while. And right now, we're very close to the corner of the Carey Street and Côte Saint-Luc Road Street. And next to this corner, if you pay attention a little bit, you'll see that it's quite close to the Cuban consulate. So if ever you go to Montreal and you need to, for some reason, do something at the Cuban consulate, well, know that it's on the